Hey, Stevo here with No Value Gaming, and today we are checking out Wardens of Avalon. This is a pretty neat game that's in active playtest right now. It's a unique combination of like a Dark Souls kind of game with a Diablo camera, with some survival crafting, and it's all set in a dark Arthurian world where calamity is afoot and you must rebuild the kingdom. And you do that by going out and most likely fighting some tough as nail bosses, bunch of enemies, and then piecing together key items that'll help you rebuild your empire. That's kind of the gist I've gotten from reading some of the description and looking at the available screenshots and video on Steam. So, I thought, well, hey, how about you all come along for the ride with me and we check this out together. So here's a first look at Wardens of Avalon. Let's start a brand new save here. Avalon. Yep, you know what? That's fine. All right. So it seems like with most RPG games, you either start out in a dungeon or a cave. And it looks like this one starts in the cave. Okay, so left click to attack, spacebar to roll, and then right click is camera control, and then scroll wheel zooms in and out. What do we have here? A mausoleum stele. Stray souls of Avalon, may your deeds show virtue in death as they did in life, safe from King Arthur's corruption. So it's funny, I don't know a whole lot about King Arthur, but I kind of get the impression that he was a bad dude. I thought he was supposed to be the hero, but it seems like there's a whole lot of fiction out there that revolves around his, I don't know, fall from grace. So one of these days I gotta go and get caught up on Arthurian legend. Yvain's grave, or Ivan's grave. Here lies the honor of Ivan, the Knight of the Lion. We vow to slay you once and for all. Vow to slay you once and for all. Can I interact with him? No? Okay. Here lies the honor of Accolon, Lord Servant of Morgan. We vow to slay you once and for all. Oh, got some fiber. Alright, I activated a rune. Interact with the runes to get rune keys in order to pass through rune gates. Alright. Cool. Alright. Let's see if there's some nice resources for us. Alright. Stele of Morning. With your names and titles engraved on tombstones, we mourn the heroes you once were. We sever the good memories we have of you and let them go, without regret and without pity, to loathe with all our hearts what corruption has made of you. Alright. Here lies the honor of Kay, the hot-blooded knight. We vow to slay you once and for all. Hot-blooded Kay, huh? That's, I once knew a lady named Kay. It's not a very common name. Here lies the honor of Geraint, Lord Servant of Enid. We vow to slay you once and for all. Lord Geraint. Who are you? Galvin, Mausoleum Guard. Halt. What are you doing here? You were in the midst of battle, and next thing you remember, you woke up here. Times have been tough as of late, and I find myself quite on edge these days. My apologies for yelling. You are in the realm of the dead, known as the Avalon. Alas, that means that you are dead. But there is a silver lining. Only the most noble souls get to walk this island. Unfortunately, you cannot stay here. This place is a mausoleum, and visitors aren't exactly welcome anymore. Alright, let's claim our reward. We got a damaged longsword, okay. You should speak to Braun. You'll find him at the camp farther ahead. And take this sword with you. These lands have become dangerous. Alright, thanks. Damaged sword. Alright, what do we got here? Revitalizing berries. And fiber. Is there a hot bar for me to put stuff on? Raise your shield to block, or parry if raised at the right moment. Okay. Got it. Who are you? I guess we don't get to talk. You can equip your items, open your inventory with tab, then use right mouse, or drag an item to a relevant slot to equip it. Okay. Alright, so I do have a hotbar. Okay, got it. Good deal. Alright, we're figuring it out. One step at a time. Oh, isn't this pretty? Got ourselves a waterfall, a nice view. Giant statue that once held a sword. What's this guy have to say for himself? Breen. I wonder if that's Breen or Brienne. The trees and bushes of the Vale still provide resources, but harvesting them is getting more and more dangerous. Word. I'm coming up here to enjoy the view before it disappears forever. Alright. So I'm going to obnoxiously slash and slam everything I see until I figure out really what's worth collecting or not. So I can't jump. I think I just realized that. I can roll, but I cannot jump. Alright, so the game's got skelly boys. Okay. Right on. Wait, I don't think I searched him. I don't see him anywhere. I think he exploded into nothingness. Alright. Weak crumbling vessel. Alright, so let's try a parry. Okay. So blocking at the correct moment is a little tricky. Alright, well that was cool. You just have to anticipate how slowly they swing. Fair Enid, Vivian's apprentice, may you rest in eternal peace as the pure rainwater you send from your lonely heavens falls upon us. Wasn't that lovely? Powell, Warden of the Vale, the last untouched statue of Dame Gaiwan. I hope we can find her again one day, anyway. Beware, I've slaughtered many of these corrupted horrors further along the path. Yeah, you got any tips for me? Villager, hey, if you've got a blade, you can cut a tree, right? Less practical than an axe, but hey, it works. Go for the younger trees, the ones without any moss or mushrooms on them. Alright. Sounds like sage advice. So that I can begin the long and arduous process of farming resources. Hit rocks, trees, and bushes with weapons or tools to gather resources. The trunks of harvestable trees are narrow and bare. Harvestable rocks have debris around them. Got it. Alright. Okay, so that's what harvestable trees look like, and that's what rocks look like. Got it. Alright, we have felled a tree. Now does it drop logs or anything that I need to be concerned with? Alright, so unless I'm mistaken, it appears that once it's down, that's the end of harvesting. I don't have to cut the larger log into smaller logs or anything like that. You can mine with a blade, sure, but it'll get dull rather quickly. Yeah, I believe that. I don't think I want to do that. I know what he said makes sense for real life, but I wonder if that has a gameplay mechanic. I wonder if my weapons actually degrade over time. This looks like a pickaxe, just waiting for me to pick it up, but it does not appear that I can do anything with that. All right. The Souls of Vision will help you find your way around Avalon. Alright. I keep the soul that's right behind me, but the ones you'll find outside the veil are something. Okay. Interact with souls of vision with F to reveal a part of the world map. Alright, well I don't quite know what they're talking about. We'll try to figure it out. Ah, I bet this is... Yep, okay. Ooh. Fully rendered. Wow. Get a little flyby of the area. That's kind of cool. Oh wow. That revealed quite a bit of the map. Alright, so it looks like I'm probably supposed to head this way. Alright. So far so good. It wasn't too bad. Cromlechs are respawn and teleportation. Alright, so I can interact. Choose a Cromlech to teleport to. I don't have one yet. Okay, and I can't zoom in any further to add any more detail. Okay. Don't mind me doing some light grave robbing. I don't mean to disrespect whoever this is. Oh, I've never dared ask him. What'd you say? I suggest you go and talk to him. Who am I supposed to talk to? Alright, we'll see if they'll recycle the text here. Maybe if I walk away. Alright. Bronn lies at the bottom of the ruin, Night Soul. They say he forged Gallatin Dame Gaiwan's sword, but I've never dared ask him. Alright, I will, I'll find out for you. Bronn. Ah, welcome. I'm Bronn, the last blacksmith and chief of this camp. Alright. We could certainly use some fresh blood here. I've been making weapons for everybody. But the camp is in dire straits. Only a few people here can still fight. I'm sure you must be disappointed. You were probably hoping to spend your afterlife in peace. But corruption has wreaked havoc here in Avalon. I truly wish I could help more, but alas, I'm only a blacksmith past his prime. I keep forgetting that, you know, I'm dead if I'm here. But hey, the least I can do is give you some armor. Now don't forget to equip it. So we're all dead, but we're still at war? Seems inconvenient. I can go find Reynold. He's one of the few that are still willing to fight. I want to talk to you. Alright, I'll take that. Alright. So it does actually It did appear to change my character model a little bit. Okay, it's kind of cool. You don't mind me jacking your stuff, do you? I mean, I'll probably end up being your best customer, so just consider it an investment in a future business arrangement. A new Night Soul. That's right, they call me John Dark Soul. Alright, so no options at the pot. No cooking or eating tutorial. Feeling safe in your new armor? I've always loved the smell of the oils Braun uses in his work. You can call me Reynold. I'm part of the Order of the Twilight Knights, and we need your help. I do apologize for being rather direct, but most of us have lost the will to fight, and we're running low on new recruits. For hundreds of years, Avalon was at peace. Heroes could enjoy their afterlives with tournaments, feasts, grand quests, and convoluted romances. Sounds delightful. But one day, the great King Arthur drank from the Holy Grail. The sacrilegious act unleashed corruption upon the island. We also suspect he intends to go back to the world of the living and conquer it. That does sound very complicated. We, the Twilight Knights, want to bring peace back to the Isle of the Dead. We have a duty to protect the deceased, as well as those who are still living, for the night shall never fall. We would be glad to welcome you into our ranks. Take some time to think about it, but either way, allow me to give you one of these weapons. Consider it a gift. I'll tell you, I'll be damned if I die and am immediately put to work defending the afterlife. Continue on ahead and find Owen. He will show you corruption so you can witness its evil firsthand. Then you'll want to keep going and talk to Morgan. Alright. Well, let's, Oh, man. Okay. Alright, what do we want? Shoot. This is a big decision time. Alright, damaged iron greatsword. What does it do? It does block and parry. Raise your blade to block or parry. If raised at the right moment, blocks 75% of physical damage and 25% of magical damage. Plus 25 attack. So it's plus 5 better than what I've got right now. Okay. Alright, so I'm already rocking a shield that does the whole parry mechanic. So I kind of know what that's like. Damaged iron mace. Shield wall. Raise your shield to block or parry, if raised at the right moment. Okay. That's only one better than what I've got. What does that say? Though this iron mace is of poor quality, it's still an iron mace. You got that right. I wouldn't want to be hit in the head with the worst iron mace imaginable. Damaged iron warhammer. Earthquake. Slam your weapon to the ground, damaging enemies in a wide radius. 30 attack, so it's 10 better. I bet it's slow. Alright, so... But I bet it's good. I kind of like the idea of being able to attack quickly. Oh, I hope I don't regret this, but I should probably take the hammer to stun enemies. I'm guessing this earthquake blast probably stuns people, and it's an AOE. What does this do? Screw it. I'm going greatsword. I want to try it. Further ahead, past the rune gate and the ruins, you'll find Owain. While a tad odd, he's the most knowledgeable about corruption, I can assure you. Alright, well, let's go find him. Let's see what's up. You're on your own now. Thanks, Grinwell. You're always a ray of positivity. Alright, got some skelly boys over there. Got a lovely view of some candles in a tree there. Maybe I should consult the map. Alright. I need to go see Owain. I think I need to hang a right. Can I ride you? No? Okay. I took some most likely unnecessary damage there. Well, we might as well go check out the, whatever this is. Is this an altar? Is there stuff here? There's a cave I can't get into. Okay. Looks like I kind of hit a dead end here. Oh, alright. I'm really tempted to try to find a way to cut this dude down so I can search him. Okay. So he got stunned in about, I think, 3 hits. Alright, and it looks like this path just converged. You wanna come down? You guys wanna party? Well, the one benefit of the greatsword over other things, I think, at the moment, is the reach provided. Try to block something. Consult our map, see where we are. Okay, we're getting there. And just double check, see if there's anything up here. Okay, I gotta break some rocks. Alright, let's see what's in here. Berries. Lots of berries. So what do these do? Anything? -1 corruption. Heals +1. Okay. So I've got berries that heal, and I've got berries for corruption. Good to know. Certain areas and attacks build up corruption level. When your corruption meter is full, you start automatically taking damage that increases over time, and your attacks also hit harder until the status is removed. Okay, so it's very much a risk-reward. Alright, so that must be the corruption meter. That diamond. Certain areas and attacks build up corruption. So when it's full, I'm going to start taking automatic damage. But I get some corruption damage buff. Which, you know, hey. Sounds pretty cool. I can... Yo, what is this? Oh, that's lame. I had no idea that I was getting grabbed by Skelly Boy hands. Alright. So, this is a forced tutorial. I just need to get through here. So I don't get it. My health is not dropping, but my diamond is full. And I ate one of these, which is supposed to give me -1 corruption a second for 10 seconds, but it appeared to do nothing. The process of people getting corrupted is quite fascinating, as you have no doubt figured out corruption is something physical, tangible. Since King Arthur released it, many people have fallen to its effects. Once someone is infected, they're consumed from the inside out. Most of the time, it reaches the mind, causing them to go mad. So even here, the corrupted king from hundreds of miles away, and obey his every command. Some even hear the corrupted king from hundreds of miles away and obey his every command. Okay. Only the strongest of souls can resist it, so you must be quite something, huh? But even if your mind is safe, as soon as your flesh is corrupted enough, you'll slowly start dying. Take this remedy and use it post-haste. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to corruption. Corruption can be healed by using consumables. Drag consumables into your belt, which is located right below your inventory. Got it. Alright, I will do that. Radiant Elixir. As long as the spirit remains intact, this elixir will purge the soul of all corruption. The ingredients are rare, but peace of mind has no price. Ooh. I think these weapons do have... The weapons and the armor have durability, I believe. Okay, good to know. Since corruption can get to the soul and destroy a person's individual character, could we perhaps consider it some kind of permanent death? Alright, well... Okay, we got a dude, we got a waterfall. Alright, it doesn't want me to go in there yet. I probably have to talk to this dude. Let me guess, is he Merlin? No, he's Morgan. Welcome to Avalon, new soul. I'm Morgan. I'm the leader of the Twilight Knights, the resistance against King Arthur, my brother. My righteous knights and I are doing everything in our power to stop him and retrieve the Holy Grail. His corruption has spread far. We lost comrades whom I considered heroes, but who were instead weak of mind, noble only in appearance. Take one of these talismans. It'll allow a neophyte like you to use spells as long as you embody the qualities of a knight. The first step towards our triumph over Arthur is to raise a base of operations. The Twilight Knights once had a fiefdom, but it was razed to the ground. We shall rebuild it. Alright. Oh. Looks like I gotta pick some magic. What do we got? Infusion of life. What does this do? Sacred water. Heal yourself. +5 sacred water, +5 sacred light. Arc of fire. Conjure a powerful wave of flames before you. Okay. Stormblade. Conjure a powerful gust of wind around you that damages enemies. Huh. Okay, so my options are heal myself, set people on fire with a powerful wave, or a circle of wind and storm around me. Huh, I wonder what's better. I would like the ability to heal myself, but let's try fire. If you wish to join the fight, take this rune key and travel to the hidden aisle through the spirit tree, or if you prefer, you can stay here with the peasants at the camp. Yeah, I'll stay with the peasants, thanks. Let's see, I mean, you know. When do I get to relax? Looks like I just got here and I'm already being pressed into service. Grant you spells. You can use spells with X or R. Spells consume sacred light, which is gained by striking enemies with weapons. Alright. Okay, so I took a teleporter. Well, first, I don't want to accidentally walk into a teleporter that takes me to a whole new place. Let's hit this up first. Alright. This castle's seen better days. I'm guessing this is probably the place we're going to spend the whole rest of the game fixing up. What do you want, bet? Probably have to, I don't know, what do you think? Liberate it first? Kill all the occupying bandits or ghouls or something? Alright, so where am I? I'm here. There's a... okay. The island where your fiefdom lies. Home of the Twilight Knights. Okay, alright, here's the citadel. So here's the big castle. Got the gate right in front of me. Alright, so that's a teleporter stone, and then, I don't know if I should walk into that or not. Probably not. You've made the right choice by joining in this fight. At long last, I've finally found a truly brave soul. It is time to officially knight you. Come forth, Knight Soul. I, Morgan Le Fay, leader of the Twilight Knights, in the name of the gods, grant you knighthood. Arise as kin of my blade, and set your resolve ablaze, for the night shall never fall. Now you're one of us. And as I'm sure you'll notice, our citadel is in ruins. To rebuild it, we'll need resources. Start by crafting tools and harvesting what we need. Once you have everything, you must go to the citadel and use them to restore it, but expect some resistance. The late lord of the fiefdom is probably still lurking, and he's a bad dude. Alright. Cool. Now what? Where do I get my basic copper pickaxe or bone pickaxe or whatever it's gonna be? You got anything else to say? You have all the resources you need for now. Bring them to the citadel at the top of the hill and rebuild it. Craft an axe in the crafting tab in your inventory. Okay. Crafting. Basic axe. Craft. Okay. Craft a pickaxe, craft a sickle. Got it. Alright, and that's the status bar showing me how long it's gonna take. Okay. And there it is. Now craft a sickle. I can make bandages. 2 health points a second for 20. Or -2 corruption. A brew of light. Okay. Got it. Okay. What does this take? Alright, this takes bandages. What do bandages take? Let me get some bandages going. Boy, that takes a while. You don't want to have to be crafting these in the middle of battle. So what'd that do? That gave me two bandages. And then what does this cost? This costs 1 bandage. And 5 purifying berries. So I've got 17. And this costs 4. Alright, so let's do that. Okay, and I can't stack my crafting. I can't craft more than one thing at a time. Okay. That's fine. Alright, good deal. So let's see, let's put our tools down here. Let me make, alright, so items 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be a combination of health and corruption healing. And then 5, 6, and 7. 5, 6, 7 will be my tools. Okay. Alright. Rebirth of the Citadel. Secure and rebuild the Citadel before consulting your steward. This is a PvP zone. That's interesting. Alright, let's check the map. See where we are. So this is the way. This should be the way into the castle. What do I have to do to rebuild? So So here's a question, right? So where do I go to rebuild? And how do I know, how do I find out how many I need? 100 fiber. Alright. So why don't I just go and take care of fiber or whatever. What, I can't chop this down? Okay. Let's go back into nature. Let's grab our 100 fiber. And then with that in hand, we'll go screw around with the Citadel and trying to figure out where to apply this stuff. I'll tell you what though, one fiber at a time is not gonna cut it. You know, I bet I've played a survival game before. Usually you get better yield if you use the right tool. There we go, +5. Use the sickle for fiber, use the axe for wood, and use the pickaxe for rock. Let me act like I've played one of these games before. $136 fiber. Alright, so a stack goes over 100. I wonder if it goes to 200 or if it stops at 150. We'll find out, I suppose. Alright, here's a question. How do I... Okay. So to re-equip my weapon, I just push the tool button again. Secure and rebuild the Citadel. Okay. Alright, I don't want to go this way. By crossing this bridge, you vow to steel your mind against corruption and obey the commands of the Order of the Twilight Knights, for the night shall never fall. I hate to break this to you, brother, but I have a feeling things fell a long time ago by looking at the state of this castle. Alright. So, how do you think this concludes? Am I gonna just go up to some kind of, Hell, do I go up these stairs? I don't think I go up. I think I take the long way around. You think I'm gonna fight a boss? Or do I drop off my resources and then fight a boss? I haven't faced a challenge yet. I wonder what like elite enemies are like in this game. Is this right? I think this is right. Ooh, spooky. Hall of Oats. I don't have enough to break. All right. So I've got fog doors I can't go through yet. This thing is for a mechanic that I haven't activated yet. Where do I go to, where do I go to do the thing? Wait a minute. There's a build menu. Repair your citadel first. I would love to. I just don't know where. Do I go up here? This looks like a boss arena if I've ever seen one. Aha! Oh, hello, good sir. Oh, you look mean. Okay. So you do a spin. And I bet you do, yep, okay. What else do you do? Alright, you do a dash. Alright, you took 20 in one shot. Okay, so it looks like I get some iframes. So like any good Dark Souls game, I gotta roll through him. Oh, okay, wait a minute, how do I heal? Alright. Okay, buddy, alright, look, I respect you. I respect you. Oh, fog sucks. Oh, man. This is bad. Oh, I forgot, I've got a spell. You gotta be kidding me. All right. Gonna put our bandages in here. Okay, let's do this thing. Another interesting thing is that when you lock onto somebody, like I am, it doesn't arc rotate the camera for you either. What? I got stunned? How? Why'd I get stunned? Okay. Alright. Let's, yeah. That's the attack that I worry about most. Okay. Alright, let's get bandaged up. See how well healing works. Alright, so healing works pretty well. That's not bad. Damn. There we go. About time. Alright, what did we get? We got the key, soul fragment, bones, skeleton equipment. Fragments of a skeleton's equipment. Using a forge. Okay. 10 bandages. A sacred pie. My favorite. Alright, so that gives us regen of 1 point of sacred light. So this is a mana recharge. 1 point of mana recharge per second for 15 minutes. And then, what do I get? I get, Ancient Feudal Longsword. Well, that all sounds good. Alright. Hey. Oh, wow. Yeah, I wasn't. It really kind of does. Time of day changed and everything. Alright, what do we got? Leonce, the Fief Steward. What do you have to say, good sir? Seeing the citadel rise again from its ashes is certainly a dream come true. Since you're the one who rebuilt the citadel, that makes you the fiefdom's ruler, my liege. Lady Morgan has appointed me to your steward. And I must say, my liege, I am more than happy to have a chance to serve once more. My liege, if you haven't rebuilt the tavern district already, you should do so at the citadel here next to me. Then we'll be able to build our first buildings, really, with the tavern district, huh? I would think, like, I don't know, stonemasons or something. Alright, what do we get? We get a shield. Okay. If I may, my liege, I'd recommend building a woodworks. They're essential for building other structures and thus developing our fiefdom. Okay. Sure. Alright. That sounds great. So, how do I do that? Forge district. Tavern district. Build a woodworks and refine 10 planks. How do I do that? All right. Okay, so we have rebuilt the tavern district, and then we should be able to build a woodwork at some bay or station or something down there. They call me Baldwin, and you must be the new Twilight Knight. I've heard you've taken charge of the place, and I think you and I'll be on the same page here. And I'd like to offer you any help I can. Behind me is a stone that can bring lost souls back to life. We used it in the past to recruit additional workers. They can really help make our buildings more efficient. Find the materials we need to rebuild the stone. Everything is pretty straightforward, except for the soul stone. You'll need to find a white stag for that one. I've heard rumors that one can be found near Gawain's Falls. Take the stone from it and bring it back here. Speaking of Gawain, I have no idea if I'm saying that right. I pray for her success as well as your own, for the night shall never fall. Gawain. Not really sure which vowel I'm supposed to enunciate. Alright. I see the rebuilding has begun. We might finally stand a chance. But don't get too confident just yet. This isn't the first time we're doing this, and it has to be the last. Alright. Okay. What say you? My children, gather here and repent. We will only get through this by believing. I don't understand. Aren't we already dead and in the afterlife? Come, my liege, come hither. I may no longer have a church, but I still have some followers. You can call me Alex? Alexis? Alexis. There's no need to worry. I have nothing but praise for the Twilight Knights. Speaking of, behind me is the memorial. This monument is here to help us remember our lost loved ones. Alas, it is in ruins. If you come across the resources we need to rebuild it, please bring them here. As I always say, good deeds always come with a reward. Is that how that's supposed to work? I thought good deeds were their own reward. At least that's what my mother always told me. In this fictional hypothetical example I'm providing. A tunnel. No, that's... Really? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, let's see what that does. Oh, it brings up a loading screen. Okay. So it brought me out... Where am I? Okay, I'm right by the front gate. Alright, they told me to build a woodworks, right? We need a woodworks. And then I need to refine 10 planks. But I need about 70 more wood. So, let's go procure that. Wrong direction. What does this say? Alright, well, we've already read that. Okay. Let's get some wood. I wonder if this game has a skill tree, because what I'd love to invest in is some passive health regeneration when I'm out of combat. If such a thing were to exist. Let's get some health going. Alright, so we've got 100 wood. Get some stone. Looks like all of these nodes came right back, so I guess we're always going to have a pretty easy place to go to mine rock and log. It's right outside the gate. Alright, that surely should be enough. It is. Clear out some of these weeds. Alright. Alright, what do you say? You are aware that if you block at the right time, you'll parry all damage and then do a counterattack. I am aware. It won't work against animals and heavy hitters, though. I was not aware of that, though. Come back to me once you have unlocked the mine district. Sure. Hello there, I'm Eleanor, the Deer Knight. I was once a Twilight Knight, but after Landry defeated us and destroyed the fiefdom, I quit the order. The only capable one was Gawain, and she's since gone off on her own to try to fix things. The others are all incompetent fools, not to mention Morgan. Aren't you? I bet you're real popular in the ranks. The only thing that one's good at is sending others to their deaths. Someday I hope to be able to follow in Gawain's footsteps. She's the only true knight I've ever met. Alright, well, maybe I'll be the second true knight you meet. Remember, youngin', the more you get hit, whether you're blocking or not, the more off balance you'll get. Sooner or later, your defense will break, and you'll be wide open. Wouldn't want that, huh? Just don't forget about your poise. Yeah, I will keep that front of mind. Nothing better than a drink after a long day. The name's Grimmel. Oh, you're the illustrious town drunken master of arms that I've heard about? You look like a new recruit. The determination in your eyes tells me you must be a promising one at that. We will surely have the chance to talk later. Well, surely. Alright. Let us, do a bit of woodwork. This is interesting. Where should I put it? Did I do it? planks. So what? I have 9 wood. And it takes, what, 10 wood to make a plank? Wait a minute. Okay. Aha. Okay. So is it gonna produce 2 boards for me in whatever that said, 15 seconds, 20 seconds? Let's see. Let's give it a second. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So it's gonna be a minute. Let's see. What can we do while it does that? The reviving stone. Rebuild the reviving stone after hunting the white stag. Where's the white stag? Rebuild the memorial or interact with it if already rebuilt in the Citadel district to unleash your first assault. Unleash my first assault. I wonder if that's like a defense thing. If people are gonna raid the castle, or if I go and try to raid somebody else's castle. See what's going on the map. Okay, so I just noticed that the only thing on this map is the island that our home is on. This is all water. So I think what that means for us effectively is there was a white mist gate on the spirit tree. Actually, there are 2 gates on the spirit tree. There's the one that I came out of from the tutorial zone, and then there's a white one that goes somewhere. So I'm guessing I just travel between here and some other place where all of the white stag and all the other things that I need to do are going to be. All the side quests and main quests and all of that crap. Okay. Alright, so let's check on our boards. Once our boards are done, I'm going to head through that fog gate in the tree and see where it takes us. See what we can figure out. Alright, that's 10 boards. Complete quest. Now what? Okay. Rebuild the reviving stone after hunting the white stag. Rebuild the memorial. Upgrade your citadel to level 2 and talk to Leonce the steward. Sure. So who's Leonce gonna be? No, well, let's head up here. Are you Leonce? No, you're Morgan. Are you Leonce? You're Baldwin. Okay. Are you Leonce? You are. Citadel, level 2. Okay, 10 planks, 100 stone. So it ups my max health and gives me stoneworks, metalworks, apothecary, forge, and tinker shop. Alright, very good. So I suppose that's done. Let's see what Leonce has to say. Well done, improving the Citadel, my liege. Now we'll be able to build new structures. Okay. I have news. One of your fellow Twilight Knights, a knight called Grimmel, would like to speak with you in the Tavern District. Grimmel, huh? He mentioned something about weapons. Do take care, my liege. Okay. Grimmel. What if he's related to Grimace? You got anything else to say? Okay. Let's talk to Grimmel. Where's he at? He's in the tavern district. Okay. Alright, were you Grimmel? Yes. Ah, it's you, the one who's rebuilding everything. Many thanks. Let me introduce myself formally. I'm Grimmel, Master of Arms, combat expert, and warrior for the Twilight Knights. Let's talk business, my fellow knight. We've been cut off from our supply of iron, and I'm sure I don't need to spell it out for you, but that's very bad. Without iron, we can't forge good weapons, so we'll stand no chance against Arthur's henchmen. And the weapons you have with you are shoddy, quite frankly. We need the best we can get. Well, man, you don't gotta put down the only thing I got. Come on now. Go find some iron ore and bring it back to the fiefdom to forge it into iron. I've already sent a friend of mine to scout ahead. You can find her near the spirit tree in Avalon. All right. The night shall never fall, and all of that. Now get going. Alright, well, glad to see somebody here doesn't take themselves too seriously. Oops, sorry bro, didn't mean to hack you to death. Okay. It'd be nice if, I could minimize this to get it out of the way. Alright. I think we're going to wrap this here. Guys, this has been Wardens of Avalon on our first playthrough look. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you like the content, please feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more, you could always subscribe. But we'll be back with more content. In our next video, we're going to head through the fog gate and see what kind of mischief we can get into on our first major quest. Until then, have a great day. Bye.